Hello everybody, what is going on? My name is Krusty Butt, as always, and today I have a video for you guys, as always. Yeah, I know. But no, seriously, the video today is gonna be on picking parts for custom built PC. Now, I realize Sinwin, youtube.com/Sinwin did this, aka John. I realize he did this. However, he, not to be rude or nothing, but he never finished the third one. And I'm gonna be giving a more updated one. Right. So, now this video is gonna be for like a low to medium end range PC build. And what this is basically gonna be is we're gonna be going to a site. We're gonna be going to CyberPower PC. Sorry, I can't talk, guys. I can't talk. We're gonna be going to cyberpowerpc.com, and we're gonna be custom picking the parts. And then what they're gonna do is they're actually going to build it. And obviously, if you want to buy it, they would send it out to you. But these are kind of like they're not rules, but they're kind of guidelines of what you would pick if you're doing a low to medium and build. So first video in the series is going to be a lower end build. Second is going to be a medium, and third is going to be high end. Like, why are you even buying this? Because there's no point. It's stupid and it's too much money, and you shouldn't be buying it. So without further ado, go ahead, open your Google Chrome or whatever browser you use. Should be Google Chrome because it's the best. Gonna go ahead and type in cyberpowerpc.com. Okay, and you're gonna be You're gonna be greeted with this this site. I can't talk. I'm really sorry. It's kind of late at night, and by late at night I mean 6:24 p.m. Yeah, I know. I should be going to bed. I woke up really early. I think I woke up at like 3 in the morning today. Anyways, enough about me. So once again, this is gonna be a little bit on the lower end. So right on like the beginning of the page, you're gonna see all these wonderful builds. Some expensive, some lower end. Just click like the cheapest one, like this one, customize. Okay. So the first thing is a case. Now this is entirely personal preference. Having a better case normally, adds more money. Having a cheaper case adds less. Now you want a case with good airflow. So do your research. Just like go to Google and be like let's say I'm gonna be picking this case, right? Number one, it looks good. Number two, there's good airflow. Thing is with cases, you want good airflow. Just about like most cases they have out there now today, it's gonna have good airflow. Unless you're putting 4 GTX Titans and like 2 Intel Xeons, or Xeons I guess they're called. You're really not gonna run into problems with airflow from the cases they recommend. But if you really care, just be like half 912 cooling review, or just do cooling. Like anything that starts with half stands for higher flow by Cooler Master. They normally, I mean, that's what it says, higher flow. Cooler Master makes good cases. Corsair. I don't know about these Raid Max and Wind, but honestly, all these should be fine. Alright. So yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and pick this one. It's $9 more, but it looks better, so calm down. So yeah. Wait, I should really like minimize all this because this is pointless. I don't care about you. Don't care about you either. Don't care about you. That was a nice case. Laser engraving, unless you want to waste money. You don't need any of this. Neon light upgrade. This is to make it look nice, but this is a lower end build. So quite honestly, you don't really. I mean, it's not. It doesn't have a window in the case. So you don't need to look at it, and you shouldn't be looking at your case, anyways. And you should be focusing on the game you're playing. Anyways, extra case fans. You can, but quite honestly, the build we're going for right now, it's gonna be fine on cooling. It's gonna be more than enough. You won't need extra case fans unless once again you want it to look nice. But for now, completely pointless. Noise reduction, completely pointless. Now the CPU. Now here's an interesting build. Since this is a medium end build, what we're gonna do, not a medium. It's not a medium. It's the low end build. So basically, AMD is where you want to go for low end. You could go Intel, some of the cheaper Intel stuff, but generally AMD is the budget. Not all the time because they're actually coming out with competitive stuff nowadays. But you probably just want to go ahead and stick with what they have here. The FX 6300. This will be more than enough for gaming. It will play Battlefield 4 max settings as long as you have a compliant. Is that the word I'm looking for? I don't know. A compliant graphics card. Quite honestly, you could get this one if you wanted. But since there's a free upgrade, you might as well get this one. So yeah. Then a boost fast and efficient factory overclocking. You can overclock yourself. It's not that hard. Look up some YouTube videos from Linus Tech Tips. He's a real good guy on technology. If you ever have any doubts about what I'm saying, just go look up him. He'll tell you what to do. He's a good guy. Alright, so just no overclocking. CPU, processor, cooling fan. The thing about this, you're gonna want a better cooler. The stock one they give you, it's okay. It's not really that good. If I would just personally recommend you getting like one of these 120 millimeter, 120M, or that stands for millimeter. So 120 millimeter water coolers. You may be like, "Ooh, water cooling! It's gonna make my computer wet." No, what was that I just did? But no, what actually happens is yeah, it's all pre-built. So they'll install it. They'll do everything. They'll make sure there's no leaks. I mean, it's an all-in-one. You don't have to do anything when you get your computer, but turn it on and start playing your games or whatever you do on your computer. Maybe look up some things that are illegal. Okay. So yeah, they give you Aztec 510 LC. This one's pretty good for just about anything you do. If I had to recommend a different one, I would probably recommend like the H90 here, or yeah, I don't know. They're all good, but just get the stock one. Here, that one's a good one, but you don't have a CPU power like capable of putting out that much heat, even if you overclock it to the extreme. So yeah, just stick with the default water cooling. Coolant, you don't need that because you don't get any. Motherboard. So the CPU that we picked, which was the 6300 from AMD, all of these motherboards will be compatible. If you really are like weirded out by which motherboard you need, do research. It's not that difficult. I'll tell you that the one I have is the ASRock Extreme 3. It's a decent motherboard. I probably should have picked a different one. But you know, all these are good. But just stick with the cheapest one, like this. Well, that's the cheapest one, right? Yeah. Just stick with the cheapest one because this one, it will let you do 2 graphics cards in the future if you ever want to. Has plenty of SATA ports, I'm sure. I don't know if it has SATA 3. If that's something important to you, do some researching. If it says SATA 3, get it. SATA 3, there's not a huge improvement. Especially, I mean, there is on SSDs a little bit, but just get the one that they stick you with. It'll be fine. Motherboards aren't that important unless you want a super special feature, and in that case, you wouldn't be going for this build. RAM. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. You could probably get away with 4 gigabytes. Yeah, Battlefield 4. You'd probably gonna be, if you're playing Battlefield 4, you're probably gonna want 8 because I know that's a little bit more RAM heavy than Battlefield 3 was. But you could get away with 4 if you're really like watching the pennies. But for most people, DDR3, 1600 megahertz, any of these, Corsair major brand, any of these right here, good. They normally recommend only the best ones. G.Skill, they're good. Kingston, Corsair, A-Data, I've never tried them, but if these people recommend it, they're fine. So 8 gigabytes or 16 if you're running a lot of programs like I am. And I'll tell you right now, I'm using 6 gigs out of my 16. So yeah. So get around 8 gigs, should be fine, right? Video cards. Now, here it's going to tell you you're going to get 49 FPS on StarCraft 2: Wings of Liberty. that's kind of misleading, and I won't go into that. But the graphics card they give you is generally going to be pretty crappy. I'm gonna be honest. This AMD R7 250 is pretty crappy. Once again, I'm gonna be honest. Now, the graphics cards I would recommend for this build, for the lower end build, I would recommend like maybe a 260 or a 270, right? A 260X is probably going to play Battlefield 3 Battlefield 4 on around high to ultra, probably high though, so probably high. But if I were you, I'd just jump it like 20 more bucks, and I would get this one, the R9 270 2GB. That one will play it on Ultra for sure. I know because I've done it before. However, if you do want to go NVIDIA, which is not a bad choice, AMD and NVIDIA are both very good contenders right now. Then I would probably go for the 760 2GB, because unless you're doing multi-monitor gaming, which you shouldn't be because you're on a budget PC, just get the 2GB of this one. So yeah, so either this one or the NVIDIA one. Just go for this one because it's cheaper, and I mean they're about the same performance anyways. Well, close. I shouldn't say the same. Here's freebies. You might want to see if you're eligible, but who cares about that? Second video card, that'll be in future builds. Video card 3, also in future builds. Power supply. You see this thing over here? It's flashing. It says required suggested 450 watts, current selection 350 watts. The one that they give you is terrible. I'll be honest, terrible. The thing is also it's not modular. So what modular means on power supplies is that you can actually get cables and plug it into the power supply and only get the ones that you need. So you don't have an extra like bundle of cables at the bottom of your case just waiting there, like not plugged into anything. So you only use the ones that you need. It helps with airflow. It looks better if you have a window in your case. If you look at some of the build logs on like these really expensive PCs, you see that they're all modular, and yeah, there's no cables everywhere. So for this, I'm gonna say 430 or 500 watts. I know it says 450. You could probably get away with 430, but I just go for like this Corsair CX500. Now, this is going to be good for what you currently have selected. Now, if you plan on adding a second video card on later to get around twice the performance, there's a little bit of leeway. It's like minus 15% or something like that, just because you have to have headroom. But if you do want a second video card later and you know you're going to want to, I'd go for something maybe like 650 watts or around there. Just do your research. These are just guidelines on what I think is the best. Here's an SSD. Now this is a low end build. However, it's a low-end build. So I'm just gonna say a 500 GB SATA 3 hard drive. Sure, why not? The medium end range build will have a Corsair or some solid state drive. Solid state drives are around, I don't know, around 10 times faster. I have one in my computer. Let me tell you, it makes a world of difference. One, when loading up Battlefield 4, Battlefield 3, and loading up the operating system. I mean, I can load up any one of these programs right on my taskbar. It'll like a snap, like that. I can't snap. Can you hear that? It's a fail snapping attempt. So yeah, solid state drive. Next build. Secondary hard drive. You don't need that. 500 GB. Maybe 100 GB for programs and operating system and music. 400 for like games and whatnot. I'll tell you right now, like let's see actually. I use around 100 gigs for programs and my operating system. I even have one game on my solid state drive, and then for my games, I'm using up, what is that, 900, 600. I'm using around 350 gigs. So yeah, and I have like tons of, I think I have like 30 games, 40 games installed, I don't know, something like that. So 500 gigs should be fine, and later on you can always add one. So hard drive, cooling fan, why would you buy that? That's terrible. External storage, none of that. An optical drive, these are kind of rendered useless nowadays, just because everything is installed on thumb drives and whatnot. So I'm gonna go ahead and say none, since this is a budget build. But if you want one, you can only pick them up on eBay for like, I mean, you can get one here pretty cheap for $13. I mean, and if you're really struggling, like, I don't know, pick one up on eBay for $5. Not that difficult. Sound high definition onboard, yeah. That's for, yeah. So we're gonna go ahead and hit continue. It's hot in my room, like, geez, the fan's on, yeah, whatever. Okay, so LCD monitor. Now this this build will not include LCD monitors, the LCD monitor. However, I will say that if you need one, you can get them pretty cheap here too, like 170 bucks for a 24-inch. That's not that bad. Normally the ones that they recommend here are pretty good contenders for monitors. The only ones I would stay away is like this TFT Active Matrix LCD display. Like, I don't know who the fuck they are. BenQ, really good. LG, I've never tried them, but people have, and they're really good. Asus makes good quality monitors. They're probably #1 on my list. Skeptor, I thought they were Spectre. Apparently not. Maybe I was thinking about the Guns of Black Ops. Oops. I've never heard. Well, I've heard of them, and it's fun. I've seen TVs from them. They're not that good, but don't quote me on that. Once again, Asus, very good. ViewSonic, I'm not sure. So, but Asus, good maker of monitors. Second monitor, you don't need that. I hope you don't, at least. If you do, then you should be buying a different computer. Speakers, none. Onboard gigabit LAN, that'll be fast enough for you unless you have some Google Fiber shit. So yeah, keyboard, none. Oh, that's only $0. You should buy it just to have it. That's also $0. You should buy that just to have that. Ooh, I like that Battlefield 3 one. Mousepad, you don't need one. Headset, you can, if you don't have one, or if you want a new one. Ones here I would recommend are like, where are they? The Kraken 7.1. That's a great sounding headset. Both of these. Amazing headsets. I've tried them both. They're great. The Corsair Vengeance. Anyone from their line. 1300s and up. Great headset. I've tried the 1300s. I can only imagine how well the 2100s are. They're probably more bass heavy than a lot of headphones. Their highs on their EQs are very good. I know that they have some software to go along with it. Great headset right there. Great gaming headset, I should say. And it's decent for music. Gaming gear, you don't need that unless you're retarded. That sounds... I'm so me. You don't need any of this. No. 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 Why are you giving me this? Wait, what? Tablet. What? You can buy tablets on here? That's interesting. Oh, power and surge protector. Let me go over this. You don't need one, but I would buy one from like eBay or something if they're cheap. Because these can definitely help, especially if you live in a place where there's inconsistent power, like in the middle of the woods, or if there's a lot of lightning storms. I personally have one. I keep everything hooked up to it, like my tablet, my phone, my computer. I keep everything hooked up to it. Everything important, at least. Because you don't want a lightning storm going off and, you know, like your computer being zapped or something. If you live in a place like New York City, you're probably not going to have many issues because they got some good power there. But, you know, definitely keep this in the back of your mind. These things are good to have. You don't need that. Continue. Oh, here's another thing. Okay. Wow. So, for operating system, you could pick none. That'll save you a decent amount of money. Thing is, a lot of you right now will probably be like, I want Windows 7. It's better. It's better than Windows 8. I'm right. Windows 7. I had Windows 7 before this. I have Windows 8 now. Windows 8 isn't that bad, especially because now you can be like, I have Windows 8.1. But now you can set it to take you to the desktop, and it's not that bad. It really isn't. Like here, instead of having a start menu, all you have to do is like type for what you want, okay? And then here's how you get to the desktop. It can take you to the desktop on startup if you want it. Windows 8, not that bad. It's better for gaming, so just get Windows 8. Windows 8 goes to Windows 8.1, and you get Office 365 for 30 days of a free trial, even though everybody gets that. Okay. So yeah, just get Windows 8. People who are like, I'm sticking to Windows 7 because it looks nicer. Shut the fuck up. Office Suite, if you don't have Microsoft Office, then you can find a way to get it. I'm a pirate. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Say no more. I stole that from Kurt. Sorry. Ultra Care Option. Don't know what that is. Don't know. This is the rest of it. It's done now. So at the end, it's around 866 bucks. Without rebates, I'm sure it'll give you a few. And that'll bring it down to like 850 bucks. I'm sure. Free shipping. That's with you know, putting it together. So for around $850, you can rock out of here. You can walk out of here with a pretty decent computer. Now, yeah, you can walk out of here with a pretty decent computer. It'll play most games, if not all. Well, not all, but most games at max settings. Battlefield 4, it might have some issues. Well, actually, no, it won't, because Mantle is a new driver, in case you guys are unfamiliar, and that definitely boosts PC performance, especially with those lower-end CPUs. Not saying that you guys will get a lower-end CPU with this, but it's on the lower end that AMD makes. So, yeah, $850 you can walk out with a pretty good computer. All you'll need now is the monitor and keyboard and mouse. You can pick those up for 20 bucks together on eBay. A monitor, I'm sure you have one of those laying around. If not, you can hook it up to your TV in your living room. So yeah, 850 bucks, guys. This is the lower end build. The next one will be even better. It's not that bad of a price considering you get a pretty good computer. So I hope you guys did enjoy this this video. That's interesting that it does. And I hope you guys like the stuff I bring to the table. Okay, I should stop talking. Anyways, guys, please like, favorite, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff, and I will see you.